just wanted to show you how the situation was. Actually, it is in 2014. You cannot see this 2014. So, how the situation was in 2014? You can see that the polio virus, wild polio virus, was in all the 3 endemic countries, continued to circulate. At the same time, you will see that there were some areas, particularly new areas, where there was increase compared to the last, or 2013. So there was a mixed picture in 2014. There were countries where the number of polio cases started to decline, but you can see countries, particularly Pakistan, Afghanistan, and some of them which are over here. You can see Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, and also cases started to appear in Iraq from Syria as well. So there was a mixed picture in 2014, but you can see an unprecedented progress that the program has made, starting from the last quarter of 2014 and as up to date. You can see that most of the countries where we had polio virus seems cleaned up, particularly Nigeria. Can you click? And no white polio virus is reported in Africa or Middle East. So most of those areas, the outbreaks you can see is closing down, and the last cases from those countries was actually, it is now more than 6 months that these countries have reported any confirmed polio cases, except, of course, Pakistan and Afghanistan, which continue to report. The last case in Nigeria, again, was 24th of July, which means Nigeria also is without a wild polio virus since last 6 months, or at least more than six months. Also, globally, and you know that recently there is a lot of discussion going on about the CVDPV, the switch from TOPV to BOPV. So in that context, if you look into the CVDPV2, and you will find out that we are globally at the moment, we are looking into persistent CVDPV2, and there's a definition given as a footnote as well. So you will see that CVDPV2 were reported mostly from Nigeria and from Pakistan in last 12 months or so. But if you again see the situation in the last 6 months, you will again notice a substantial progress that has been made in addressing the CVDPV2 as well. What I'm trying to say that in the last 6 months, a significant progress that the program has made, and with closing down of all the not closing down, at least there is evidence that the outbreaks are being closed, and also the progress that has been made in Central Africa, in Horn of Africa, in Nigeria. So you will notice that what we have learned in past, that as long as the virus is there, there's no place in the globe is safe. And there are examples that we noticed in last 2 years or so of the importation, how this virus travels. So considering the progress that has been made and considering our experience, one of the major global program priority is now to be well prepared to respond if there is any outbreak which happens. So one of the global program priorities for 2015 is, and it is one of the top priorities, is to have a well prepared mechanism, a robust mechanism that should be able to respond to any new outbreak. When I'm saying new outbreak, it can be wild polio virus, it can be vaccine-derived polio virus. So both of them. There's an unprecedented epidemiological progress during the last 6 months or so, and this also offers a unique opportunity through the program to finally interrupt the transmission globally. But as I showed you the maps, the progress now largely depends on 2 factors. The first factor, how the program performs, particularly in Pakistan and Afghanistan, and secondly, how a rapid and effective response to polio virus if it is reintroduced into a polio-free country. Considering all those things, what has happened that There is a restructuring in the global polio management, and with the formation of the number of management groups, and one of the management groups is called Eradication and Outbreak Management Group. And one of the key component of EUMG, we call it EUMG, Eradication and Outbreak Management Group, is the establishment of what we call Outbreak Preparedness and Response Task Team. One of the recommendations of all these new management structures and what we call Polio Oversight Board is to build the capacity of GPI to rapidly respond, rapidly, effectively, and a well-coordinated response if there is an outbreak. And of course, the key to response is the preparedness. If you are not prepared, probably will not be able to respond properly. Preparedness may not give you 100% assurance that you will, but it gives you a lot of confidence. And also, on times, it has been observed that a lot of inspiration as well. So we are well prepared. If anything happens, we are going to respond. All these SOPs which has been put in place is based on the experience of the recent past. You know, we have the outbreak in Central Africa. We have the outbreak in Horn of Africa. We have outbreak in Middle East. So a lot of lessons have been learned. We found some factors which led to success, some factors which were not very helpful. So based on all those lessons that GPI has learned, these new SOPs and also experience of the emergency response, these SOPs are put in place. The new concept is that of establishment of two group of response team. One we call Rapid Response Team or Team A. So it's a multidisciplinary team that has to be deployed within 72 hours, what we call Rapid Response Team, and followed by a search team or Team B, which can stay there for a longer period of time, like 6 months, until the outbreak is closed. And another very important thing which this SOPs brings is to develop a uniform understanding on SOPs so that everybody understands the procedures and work according to the SOPs.